A UFO crash occurred in the city of Varginha, Brazil. The North American Aerospace Defense Command and NORAD issued a warning that an unidentified flying object had entered Brazilian airspace. Shortly after, news came that a UFO from outer space had crashed on the ground. Air Force personnel were immediately dispatched to the scene, and local residents were awakened by the sound of the crash and witnessed the startling scene of a UFO plummeting to the ground with flames trailing behind it like a submarine. Smoke filled the area around the small bus-like craft, and extraterrestrial beings were seen running from it. It is said that the military captured 2 of the aliens and 4 were found dead on the scene. On the night of January 19, 1996, an employee of the 6th Section, the Brazilian Air Force Base, received a message from the North American Aviation Department that an unidentified flying object was rapidly falling within Brazilian territory. The next morning, local firefighters received calls from residents reporting the incident and rushed to the scene to investigate. When nearby residents heard the loud noise, it was around 1:30 a.m., the time and place where the unidentified flying object crashed. On a farm in the south of Minas Gerais, Varginha, a couple and a farm worker were living. When they heard the commotion, the sheep and cows in the yard were frightened and running around. The farm owner opened the curtains and saw a disc-shaped object, like a UFO, passing quickly in front of him and moving swiftly to the other side. It appeared to be a crash accident, and the unidentified flying object looked like a submarine with long flames trailing behind it. Military personnel arrived before dawn and put the crashed craft on a flatbed trailer and towed it away. Apart from the farmer who witnessed it, there were many witnesses in the early hours of that day. One person recalled being woken up by an explosion at 2 a.m. and feeling something crash hard at the foot of the mountain. As it was so close, he immediately called the local fire brigade to prevent the spread of fire, but no one answered the phone. However, a few minutes later, 3 military trucks appeared, followed by firefighters and a helicopter. But all he could see were the raging fire and the wreckage. The military personnel present at the scene had said that the appearance of the aircraft was strange, with scattered debris spread around a 4-kilometer radius, and each piece was collected by professionals. An unmarked transport plane, whose destination was unknown, had been sent. The incident did not end there. After the UFO crash, Brazilian UFO researchers had been keeping a close eye on the situation. They found that on the night of January 19, 1996, it was not just a simple flying object crash. There may have been living creatures that escaped. However, 4 people died on the spot, and the remaining 2 were captured by the military. It was said that nearby residents had seen unknown creatures crawling out of the flying object, and Brazilian firefighters secretly revealed some details, having heard 3 gunshots in total. The firefighting department continued its second military operation near the crash site and heard 3 gunshots in total, as 1 soldier had found the unknown creatures that had escaped the previous night. Then, the military personnel were seen carrying 2 body bags out. Many people speculated that these were extraterrestrials, as they were sent to a nearby hospital's obstetrics and gynecology clinic, which was closed for several hours, and then transferred to a military school 25 kilometers away from the city center. However, the military had been blocking the scene, and no one knew the truth. Many of the messages about aliens were just speculations. On the second day of the UFO incident, which was January 2021 at 3 p.m., there was heavy rain in the city of Varginha, Brazil. Three young girls went out with umbrellas on their way home. Suddenly, they vaguely saw a person crouched at the corner of the street in the rain. To figure out what was happening, the three girls approached to check. A terrifying scene happened as the strange person, who looked nothing like a human, turned around. According to the girls' recollection, the creature had big red glowing eyes staring at them, with three protrusions on its head, skin like a reptile, and a height of only 150 centimeters. Its body had a strange smell, like it was sick. It was crouching in the corner, trembling, and its eyes flickered. The girls were very scared and panicked, thinking back to the rumors of aliens a few days ago, and ran back home. The incident of the girls encountering the red-eyed creature quickly spread in the local area. Some even said that the living alien had escaped from the hospital, causing a great social uproar and a huge impact on people's lives. In order to stabilize the emotions of local residents and social stability, the military began to investigate the red-eyed creature incident. After several days of investigation, it was found that the creature the three girls saw was just a 34-year-old deaf and mentally disabled man nearby who had fallen in the rain and was covered in mud. Crouching in fear at the street corner, the man was mistaken for the alien red-eyed monster that they talked about. However, most of the residents believed the words of the military investigators because teenage girls liked to seek attention. During those days, reports about aliens flooded the news, and they fabricated the encounter with the handicapped man on a rainy day into an alien event to look cool among their peers. Some residents even came forward to confirm that the handicapped man, who was 34 years old, often crouched at the street corner, and one of the girls even greeted him. Later, a UFO expert published a research report in 1996 on the red-eyed alien event, questioning the military's investigation result. He personally contacted the 34-year-old handicapped man and found that he did not match the description of the red-eyed monster that the witnesses saw. He was not mentally disabled and could take care of himself by dressing, washing, eating, and cleaning his house. The military had sent the alleged red-eyed alien to a pathologist for research and analysis. However, the named doctor responded to the UFO expert that he had never seen a red-eyed alien. Moreover, the truth about the UFO crash is unknown, and no one knows if it is extraterrestrial civilization. The whole thing was someone's manipulation, creating a social hot topic. I also think there are bugs in the UFO expert's research report. Did he consider the possibility that the red light in his eyes was a life from the teenage girls? They just wanted to make things more mysterious to attract attention. Based on this, it is difficult to prove the existence of the red-eyed monster, and the handicapped person here often becomes disoriented under external stimuli, without any judgment. Until now, there is still much debate about the conclusion of the Brazilian red-eyed alien event. Some people think it is the military covering up the truth, while others believe it is a prank carefully planned by the girls. If we want to know the truth, we must wait for the military or official to announce the results. Otherwise, no one will know what the unidentified flying object was that day and whether there were aliens running out of it. Where did they send them? Does the red-eyed monster really exist?